Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio, where we take business to the next level.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Louis Michelson at Business Talk Radio, and we have a wonderful guest speaker on this afternoon from Scottsdale, Arizona. She's a life coach, owner at Virtual Circle Coaching, and there's nobody I'd rather speak to than a life coach because they are the most positive people on the planet. And today we got a special guest speaker, Camila Beneforte. How are we doing, Camila?
Great. You know what? I almost choked. This presentation was wonderful. Thank you so much for the introduction. Moved me. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. I can't say enough about all of you guys. There's, it's unbelievable what the coaches can do for somebody that is down in the dumps.
Yes, we can. You know what? The beauty of being a coach is because we do know exactly our client because we've been there. And we usually coach around the things that we know very well. It's like, you can not always say that the dentist knows exactly what it means to have a toothache, or a lawyer doesn't really know. Not all of them know, what it means to be a defendant. But a coach knows exactly what the client is going through.
Absolutely. All right, Camelia. So since this is the first time on the radio with me, what I'd like you to do is tell everybody out there a little bit about yourself, a little bit about what you do, why you do it, and how you do it.
I'll be delighted. So I'm a certified emotional intelligence coach, Reiki practitioner for 7 years, an artist, an author, a mom, and the owner of Virtual Circle Coaching. My business is located in Arizona, but I work with people all over the world. Currently, I'm working as executive coach with companies in Poland and Japan. And the Japanese companies are very serious about the employee satisfaction because they know that it is closely related to productivity. And, I wanted to thank you, Louis, for having me again because I think it is so important, especially right now with about what we are going through in the world with all this development. Emotional support is so very important for people. Way too many people have been suffering, and it is hard to think rationally when one is going through difficulties, right?
Absolutely.
You can probably detect that I do have an accent, and I wasn't born in the U.S. I came to New York from Poland together with my parents when I was a young kid. Later, they sent me to school in Germany. I also lived in Italy, Japan, Paris, and just 2 years ago, I came back from Australia. All that helps me to connect with people of many cultures, and I can also speak with. I can also communicate in different languages except English. I am fluent in Polish, Italian, German, and also communicate in Russian and some French. But back to my work. So I have decided to combine emotional intelligence and energy healing to create my own methodology that will help people to get a grip on the two primary moving forces in life. And these are love and work. Emotional intelligence plays here an important role because life itself is an emotional minefield. I chose to coach emotional intelligence because myself, I am a highly emotional person, and I know how destructive emotions can be if we allow them to control our lives. So there are many books out there that claim to guide you to the magical formula of happiness, but does it really work? It's kind of debatable. And so using energy healing and coaching skills, I work with my clients toward achieving a balance between their mind, body, and spirit that guides them to the source of their own magic formula. And the answers are usually not out there where everyone is looking for. They live within you, and the purpose of my coaching is to show you how and where to find them. And, chances are that you want both happiness and success in life, and at times Those two things seem contradictory, yet it is possible to build a harmonious whole between the two of them. So I like Sigmund Freud. He's my hero, my favorite guy. He is an Austrian neurologist and a father of psychoanalytic. And he said, love and work, work and love, that's all there is. Love and work are the cornerstones of our humanness. In other words, if you want to be happy, love and work are the two most significant aspects of human experience to get it right. As a coach, I have worked with quite a few people on improving their career or love, sometimes both at the same time. Getting positive results makes the world shift for those people, and at the same time, creating a big ripple effect in other areas in their life or business. The reason why coaching works so well is because it creates an internal transformation. Nobody really needs a coach. It is not necessary for us to have one, but it's very, very useful to have the ability to be aware of your own emotions and those who are around you, and use that information to manage ourselves and your relationships.
All right, Camilla, what we need to do now is we need to give out your contact information on how to get in touch with you.
My phone number is 929-245-8130, and I also have a website, which is virtuouscirclecoaching.com. Whenever anyone needs help, I'll be very, very happy to help them. And, if I may add, I've never really planned to be a coach. This is a path that has kind of been decided for me. My life has not always been amazing. Years ago, I was in a state of abject misery. I was suffering from clinical depression, chronic panic attacks that would completely wipe me out for the day. And I could not leave my house. I couldn't do my job. I was constantly sick. And I was playing that game, make it to the next hour. But I got out of this. And I am here for everyone who feels that they need help to get out of that state of misery, or even if you are somewhere in a station in your life that you would like to be someone who you're not, and I am here for you to help you to close that gap between that person you are today and the person who you want to be in the future.
All right, everybody. This is Louis Michelson at Business Talk Radio. You have been listening to the wonderful Camilla Beneforte. Please, 929-245-8130. Give her a call, give her a text, go on our website, check her out. She can definitely help you. No ifs, no ands, and no buts about it. Don't leave us. We will be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
You're listening to Business Talk Radio.